Okay, thank you. Thank you so much being here, first of all. Our team is now in booth 03, so please come to the booth. Let me get started. Start with my introduction. Again, my name is Akira Tanaka, Managing Director in APAC. I joined the company November 2023 as a GM for Japan. Then I recently got promoted to MD, Managing Director in APAC. And before joining the ClASSIQ, I did a different kind of jobs. And most recently, I joined the ClASSIQ, SimilarWeb, another Israeli company, and spent 6 years there. Then before that, I was working for Newton. Newton is a New York-based company for IT-based education technology company. Then before that, obviously everybody knows, Microsoft for 2.5 years, and at Google for 8 years. Also, quickly, the team introduction, because all of us is in the booth. So please come to our booth to meet with everybody. So Genki and Ray is a quantum application engineers. They are specialists in guiding you through to all of the quantum computing needs. So please come to the booth to meet with us. And Mio is basically managing all of external communications and marketing. She was preparing for all of the logistics for this event. Let's start with the company and business update. So we basically made an announcement last month. We got $110 million funding as a round C series. And in total, we got $173 million as a fund. And this was amazing results. And little bit of company introduction. The company headquarters founded May 2020. Then Japan office established in September 2023. Globally, we have about 70 employees, and out of 70, we have 11 Talpiot graduates. Talpiot basically is more like very genius guys, and after the selected people of 0.3% of all of the 20,000 people. And this is kind of our brains to create a software. And the offices, we have a Tel Aviv office, Tokyo office, US office, and the EU office. And we are going to build a Korean office as well. So we have some announcement later on. And Tokyo office is up to 8 people until end of the year. And just to our office location in front of Tokyo Station. Maybe some of you come to Tokyo very often or sometime to Tokyo. So please come to our office in front of Tokyo Station, only 2 minutes walk from here. Then again, since I took a position for APAC, we are going to increase the coverage of our business. And to start with, we basically increase the number of the countries we are going to engage in proactively. Start with Korea, South Korea, Taiwan, Australia, and Singapore, India, and obviously Japan. These are the 6 regions we are going to focus, and we are going to hire people for each region. And obviously, we don't hire like 100 people. We basically work with partners, local partners, to scale our business. And we basically put central staff people in Tokyo office. This is more like an ecosystem, like a picture, but for the top, we have global customers already using our solution. And then we have a middle, our platform. Then there is a quantum cloud. We basically connect to AWS, Amazon, Azure, and also GCP and IBM. And also, one of the advantages for our platform is we have lots of connected modalities, including NVIDIA simulators and some of the computers. You name it, OQC, Quantum, IBM, Alice and Bob, and also the high performance computer as well. Also, I want to mention we are a community-led growth company. We have 15,000 users and more than 600 universities and 2,500 plus organizations. So this is one of the strengths because many people are using our solution to provide the feedback every day. So we can pick up those feedback to improve our solution. Okay, let's move into a platform a little bit. But just to set expectations, I'm not an engineer. I'm a business guy. So if you have any technical questions, please come to our booth because we have genius engineers to support. So if you look at the quantum stack, basically you have a hardware at the bottom, then you have a software stack. And from our point of view, ClASSIQ can support application top of the bucket, application, SDK, compiler, and execution, and high-level language, and error correction. These are the coverage we are going to focus, and we are supporting these layers. This is more like a screen capture of some of the screenshots from our platform. Basically, if you register, this is a software as a service platform. So you go to our website and register, start a project, and modeling. Modeling means coding. Then you basically analyze and execution. This is end-to-end solution. And a little bit more detail, we basically have modeling, and the Q mode is something we are going to explain later, but we have our own quantum language. Then debugging and compile. In ClASSIQ, we call it synthesize, and analyze, and execution, and review. These are the process, and we basically also want to mention, we have 70 patents already. So we are pretty much technically protected. This is very new. Actually, we just launched, and this is very getting popularity because lots of flexibilities. This is more like not a novice, more professional interface because you can use the penny lane, ticket, Qiskit. You can combine all of those languages, and you can benchmark these languages within this UI. Also, if you look at this quantum circuit, you can visualize your circuit within this UI, so you don't worry about, you don't have to get out of this UI. And you can see if you come to again, you can come to the booth. We can show off this future. Right. So this is important. So why ClASSIQ? Because there are so many services and languages. Why you should use ClASSIQ? We are going to explain. I see 3 challenges, technical challenges. First, we basically have a low-level language. The other language is a low-level. It's more like assembler-like language. But it's very difficult to run, especially novice users. Very difficult, also very difficult to navigate. So that is it's a problem. It's a very big problem. Also, if you deal with the low-level language, you have to focus. You cannot focus on modeling. That is another problem. So we have to solve this challenge, number 1. Challenge number 2, obviously, based on the current situation, number of the qubits is very small, 10, 20 qubits. That is something we can, as human beings, we can manage. But if we expect the number of the qubits is going to millions, thousands, hundreds, millions, in the future. So it's impossible to manage all of the qubits manually. So we have to have totally different way of implementing it. And this one, number 3, hardware adaptability. This is more like based on the market ecosystem because there are many modality vendors creating the hardware, quantum computers with different methodologies, and this is also the problems. So first, our solution number one. So basically, we providing a high-level language. Instead of you stick to low-level language, you can basically move up to the quantum language. High-level language. We call it Q mode. So you can basically have lots of benefits because easy to use, easy to navigate. Also, you can focus on modeling instead of gate-level details. So you can look at this to the right side. This is low-level language. This is high-level language. in Q mode, much easier to understand or it's easier to review. This is first solution. Second solution, we provide two big benefits. One is automation. Automation means automation, not human beings. And also circuit optimization. And full automation means you basically focus on coding. The rest, we can take care of it. We have a summary data, but that's the big benefits. And the compression optimization, this is automatic. You don't worry about too much of the size of the circuits. Especially you have a lots of constraints in the qubit, quantum computer capabilities. So this is going to be a big deal. So this is an example of the high-level language to the quantum circuits. The solution number 3, we basically connect to most of the famous popular hardware, including simulators and NVIDIA simulators and Amazon Bracket, IBM, Microsoft, and HPC. And as we said, we have lots of different type of computers, quantum computers. We can support most of these computers natively. And especially the benefit is huge because every computer have a different configurations, different topologies, and everybody is different. So we basically have to observe the difference among these computers. This is a summary of the first benefits, manual and automation. If you stick to the current tool, you basically have to modeling, create circuit, circuit optimization, hardware. You have to do manually. This is time consuming, too much time. Life is too short. You don't spend time on this. Then you basically got the automation here. But a ClASSIQ, you base 100% focus modeling. Everything else, automation. So you don't worry about the rest of the 4 buckets. You basically focus on modeling, algorithm, and the programming. Rest, we will take care of it automatically. This is more like a business people. We got 3 use cases from different companies with different use case. And so basically, something in common here. 97%, 94%, 98%. This is the size of the deduction of the circuits. Why does it mean? Because you can save tons of money by using the modalities. And the first one is more like OLED materials by Mitsubishi Chemical. And second is Mitsubishi Financial, Monte Carlo algorithm. And number 3 is QPE and S company. We couldn't say the name, but will be available. So these are the things already every customer gets benefits by using our solution. Then what? So if you get the smaller circuits, you can get lots of benefit, reduction, cost reduction. Everybody like cost reduction. And for this particular case, they did one QP computation. They are paying $73,000 for one shot. I mean, 1,000 shot, but one computation. But with our solution, only $16,000 means they got a $57,000 reduction. This is crazy, You pay too much for the modality maker. I shouldn't say this, but you pay too much. And $57,000, you pay our license already. Already ROI positive. So there is no reason not to buy. All right, this is a little bit business launch. This is our last slide, by the way. So again, we are going to launch our business in Korea, South Korea. So we are looking for partners to work with. We like to work with you and expand our business, our value proposition to the market. So please come to our booth to get connected. and we are happy to connect with you to talk about it. We basically probably for next couple of months, I will come back to Korea every 2 weeks to meet with people. So please come to the booth and get to know each other. Thank you so much.